pitch Erik is here, everyone.
This is Kelly Clark.
All right, come on, Kelly.
Go for Erik! There you go!
Cancel culture can suck a. It's the High Pitch Erik Show. Let's get the show started. Hey everyone, welcome to the Wackpackers show. Today I am joined by Medicated Pete, Nikki Petito,
Hey, what's going on?
and Mark Yobbs, I believe.
Yes, it is.
I am also joined today via Zoom by Elisa Jordana.
Hi.
Elisa, how are you? What's new?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here. I watched one of your previous shows and I absolutely loved it.
Well, thank you. Now, Elisa, most of the Stern Show audience knows you as Benji's former lover. Tell us what first attracted you to Benji.
Okay, let's see. A lot of people ask me that. He is so funny. That is the thing I like the best about him. He's so funny. He's easy to be with. He's humble. He's the best person I've ever met. He's kind. He has all the qualities that I would want in someone.
Do you still talk to him? Do you miss him?
Yes, I just talked to him on Sunday, and I met his new girl, and that was great. I was surprised that he wanted us to meet. But yeah, we still keep in touch, and yeah, we're like best friends.
Is she hot?
Yes, very hot.
Now, who has custody of the dog, you or him?
So we have joint custody of Chicken, but you know, Chicken lives in New York, so he's with Chicken most of the time, and now the girlfriend's with Chicken as well. But I see Chicken when Benji visits me or when I visit him. I love Chicken. Chicken is a King Charles Cavalier, and it is so sweet. You should meet Chicken.
All right.
Do you like dogs, Erik?
I love dogs, but I can't have one. I travel way too much.
Oh, what are you traveling for?
Vacation, fun.
Wow.
My friend Meat Truck Mike, who lives in California, he's a big fan of yours.
Yes, I do know Meat Truck Mike. He is so awesome. I know that you hung out with him in Vegas.
Yes, well,
is that right?
I'm going to see him in Vegas for a wedding we're both going to.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so terrific. Yeah, actually, he wrote me some things about you this morning.
And he wrote me some things about you, too.
He did. Really? Well, he knows a lot about both of us.
Well, what did he tell you?
Let's see. Okay, so Meat Truck Mike. Erik visits LA or Vegas every Thanksgiving. We spend it together.
That's true.
He's currently using a special cable box to get all the free channels.
That's right. He has the
That's
same,
right?
He has the same thing, too.
Oh, he didn't mention that part. Okay, there's a bunch of kids who play by a tree near Erik's apartment, and he's always yelling at them to shut the fuck up.
Not true. Not true.
No? Okay, that's not true. Okay, how about this? He got back from Atlanta to visit Jolie, and he got to meet Baby Royal.
Yes, Baby Royal's adorable.
Okay, he sent a baby gift. It was only $30, and he was
Yes.
giving you a very hard time about that. You think that's a cheap baby gift? What do you think?
No,
yeah,
because
that's
it was on the list of what to get for the baby, for the room.
Oh, so it was on their, what do you call it, registry.
Yes.
I mean, that's
Okay.
that's a lot of money for a baby. What's the baby need $30 worth of anything for?
What was the gift?
I'm not, like a picture for the room, like a... Pee Wee Herman? Not a Pee Wee Herman, no. It was something about, like, a god or something, and they wanted to put it on the wall.
Oh, that sounds very nice.
Amen.
Very thoughtful.
Yeah. Now, Mike asked me questions to ask you,
Okay.
if I can find it.
I know he's a very funny guy.
It's on the board.
So, I heard you purchased a new car. What kind of car did you buy?
I thought that was you that purchased 3 cars. I heard that you purchased 3 trucks.
No, I have one truck.
You have one truck?
Yeah, what kind of car did you buy?
I didn't buy a car. Not everything I say on Kermit and Friends is actually, sometimes I try to throw people off. Like I have, people show up at my house a lot, right? People show up in my lobby of my building. They sneak in. So sometimes I try to throw people off and I make them think I live somewhere else, and I try to confuse them. Sometimes they'll come in my lobby and they'll start filming things. So once in a while, I like to be truthful, but I say something just to throw people off to make them not stalk me. So that might be where that's coming from.
So they could follow the other car. I get you now. I bought that car right over there. Follow that thing.
I don't want to tell them, what I'm driving, where I'm living, anything like that. They just shouldn't know that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Now, I heard you just moved. Where did you move to?
But that's the same question.
Can I come live with you?
That's a different question.
Well, you'd be taking the place of someone that was supposed to live with me. My fiance was supposed to move in, and instead he's traveling the world on an RV. So yes, I do have room for you, Eric.
Okay, now, next question. I heard Andy Dick got beat up in Las Vegas. Can you tell us about that?
You should be very careful in Las Vegas. He was outside Treasure Island. And I think he was by himself just walking around, and he got mugged out there. And I think they did recognize him, so they were targeting him. And that's what you got to be careful of. If people recognize you, they could be targeting you. So they beat him up. They really did. They beat him up. He's very skinny. And he was a mess.
They were just like, that's Andy Dick. Fuck that guy.
Pretty much. Yeah.
What did Andy Dick do to anybody? I mean, I've actually heard that he gets beat up quite a lot. Actually, I think that.
Yes. Well, he says he's a funny guy. He says exactly what's on his mind. He doesn't censor anything ever to anyone, and so he'll make jokes that upset people, and that's exactly what happened. People they start talking to him, and then he pisses them off, and then they knock him out.
Was it true they kidnapped him in an RV?
No, so that's kind of true. So the first thing that happened was he got knocked out, and then he was beat up and he was crying, and he called me and he said, these people robbed me, they took my phone. He was all bloody. The bed that he was staying in I believe it was Treasure Island, was full of blood, and it was so alarming when I saw that happening. I just thought of who's the first person I know that could pick him up. And the first person I thought of was my friend Wappy. And he lives in a house in Vegas, a very nice house with his girlfriend. And he's a brilliant musician. I said, can you please, pick up Andy, pick up my fiance? So that's what he did. He picked him up. And then Andy was staying with Wappy for a couple of weeks. But unfortunately, the address got out. And people started showing up at Wappy's house, throwing rocks at the window. They had to board up the house. It was dangerous. And this very... kind of irresponsible, I don't want to say violent, but kind of these violent people started showing up, and they were trying to get in Wappy's home. So he was scared. He was carrying a gun. It ended up on TMZ because he took out a gun on somebody that came in his home. And I think that is okay. I'm not sure the Vegas rules, but somebody did come in his home. He did have a gun, and it ended up people were calling Wappy a kidnapper, but he wasn't a kidnapper at all. I asked him that favor just to take care of Andy, because Andy is hard to take care of. He's expensive. It can be dangerous. People start targeting you, and if you have him in your home, what was that?
So he's a Great Dane.
Exactly. Yes, I have compared him to like animals a lot of times, because you actually need to fence him in so he doesn't get away. If he gets away, you don't know where he'll end up. So now he ended up. What?
So now with Wappy, like this Wappy thing, was he getting targeted because people also hate Wappy, or was Andy Dick's anti-fan club just that serious about finding?
So it's a mix of things. You nailed it pretty much, but it's a mix of things. So Wappy was live streaming Andy 24/7 all day and all night, and he was accepting donations, and he was making thousands a day. So people were very jealous. But in return, Andy got a place to live. He got food. He was recording an album with Wappy. Wappy is a really talented producer, one of the most talented I've ever met. And he was recording songs with him and, not charging him for the production. He was just doing it like as a fan and as a friend. So Andy was getting a lot out of this. And Andy didn't really have money to feed himself or house himself before that. So Wappy was doing a tremendous, what I think it was a blessing. It was a really big blessing to have Wappy there. But unfortunately, the word got out just too much by being on TMZ, by having, I think, the Daily Mail cover this. People wanted that attention for themselves and the money for themselves. Yeah. And so they basically stole Andy. They took him in an RV, and now he's living on the road, and they won't let anybody know their location so we can rescue Andy. And so now it's a mission to rescue Andy. I wish him the best. I hope that he stays. He's actually in an RV right now that's not that bad. It's run by a guy named Blade, and Blade is giving Andy like a little per diem of like $12 a day, which is more than the other kidnappers. I mean, I call them kidnappers.
Always trust the guy named Blade.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't even know his real name.
So where's Andy right now?
So they stopped the live stream. The last I've seen of him, he was at Stagecoach, which is a country music festival, the same place as Coachella, and there was a sighting, multiple sightings of him there. But really, I mean, we're on a mission to find him and bring him back either to his family or to Wappy, where I think he'd be best suited. I cannot watch him. I work a full-time job. So what we need is somebody that's around that can watch Andy and help him and feed him and clothe him and make sure he stays out of trouble.
Well, he can live with me and Mike in California.
Yeah, you have a place in California?
Mike does.
All right. I mean, that'd be great if you were able to. I mean, I know you're very busy with things, but I mean, you have this podcast. Don't you have to do this podcast?
Well, yeah, I can always do it remotely. Maybe he can live with you too.
Yeah, I mean, I would do it. I mean, it just seems like you have such a fancy setup there. I watched your other show with the comedian Vincent.
Oh, you mean Vic?
Oh yeah, Vic, yes, Vic the comedian. I watched that. I was so impressed because like your questions were so good, and I was just wondering, do you guys have like a writing team there? How does this come together? This podcast?
Oh, I have geniuses.
Yeah, we got a writing team.
I have geniuses behind the scene.
Yeah,
here's a
I can tell you have a
question.
great team.
Now here's a question: is Andy really gay, or will he hit on me?
Maybe. I mean, he's definitely bi. He leans more towards men. So he might hit on you. His type is like a 22-year-old surfer kid. So that's usually what he goes for. But also he was engaged to me too. So his taste varies. Would you be interested in him?
No, but he's more like Pete, right?
He's more like a Pete type, you think? Yeah, I mean, he would be open. He's really open-minded. That's one thing that I like about Andy is that he's not.
What do you hit on me?
He doesn't put anybody in a box. He loves people. Andy loves people, and he would be open to dating any of you guys.
Why don't you call him on your phone so we can get him? So he can talk to him. Can you call him?
Why don't I call him on my phone? I mean, I could give you his number if you want.
The number, just not the address.
Yeah.
Because if you give me a per diem of about $13, $14 a day, maybe I'll go on this Andy Dick rescue mission.
Elisa, can you
go find the RVs.
Can you text us the number? We can call him on air.
Yeah, I mean, I can. He's hard to get a hold of sometimes. He doesn't even have like a working phone. Like I have to give you somebody else's phone. What happened was he got his phone stolen, Eric. So he got his phone stolen. That was part of the robbery. So what happened was somebody took his phone and beat him up, right? So now the people that are his captors are kind of in charge of him. So he has handlers now. And these handlers, I don't trust all of them. So if you call him...
I don't want those handlers to have my phone number.
Exactly. That's why I'm hesitant to put you in touch with them. We'll talk about it after. But, I mean, I'm hesitant to connect you with them because they might kidnap you next.
Now, why did you date Benji and not someone like me or Pete? We are great guys.
Well, I agree. I think you're both really great guys. I dated someone adjacent to you guys, which is Gonzo.
Oh, God, yeah.
But I didn't know you yet. I just knew Benji. So I met Benji on JDate, which is a dating website.
Yeah.
And so I met him first, and he's great. I mean, I'm sure you like Benji, too. Everybody loves him that meets him. Every intern that's ever worked for the Stern Show says he's their favorite. He was the nicest.
Hey, Elisa,
so, I mean, that's just who he is. Yes,
Elisa,
Pete?
Who's a better lover, Benji or Gonzo? I got to ask that question.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
So they're different. So, like Benji, I was very, very in love with. He was going to be my husband.
Yeah.
I was with him for like 8 years. So there's like a familiarity there where I was just like, we were family. So that's different than Gonzo. Gonzo was different. He was a Kermit and Friends show caller.
Yeah.
And he really seduced me. Okay?
Gonzo
He seduced me. Yeah, Gonzo. Gonzo is smooth.
Hey, Elisa.
I'm sure Eric knows that. He is very smooth.
Yeah.
Hey, Elisa.
What?
Elisa.
Oh, people are saying bullshit in my office, but he is. He has a smooth voice. He is. I mean, he was sending me gifts
Okay.
He was calling into my show.
So
He was saying really nice things about me. He knew Benji and I were arguing at the time. He swooped in at a really good time.
so
So Gonzo, he has those moves. I think he's read all the books of the pickup artists. He's
Gonzo's
more of
got
like a
all the
smooth
lines.
operator.
all right.
Yeah.
So
What, Pete?
Donda's got the lines. Got all the pickup lines.
No, Lisa,
Yeah.
I've seen Benji's penis. It's really bulbous. Is that a good thing?
I don't find that to be a good thing.
That's not a good thing.
I actually think the smaller the better. Can you guys hear me? The
there you
smaller
go.
the better.
Ooh.
But yeah, I mean
Can't help
Benji and Andy and actually every guy. I've never seen really one as small as I'd like it. But
So then I'm perfect for you, right?
I don't think I've seen yours. Oh, maybe I have. I would just have to Google it probably. But I don't think I've seen yours yet. But it's okay if you're small. I don't want you to be upset about that.
no.
I live under a rock, Lisa. Who is this Gonzo? I don't.
Oh, so Gonzo is a really great Howard Stern show caller. I think probably the best caller I've ever heard. He is terrific. He is so funny, and he is known for like trolling Erik the midget.
Okay.
And people blame him for Erik's death, and it's very controversial. But he's really funny. He calls into my show. I know he had something going on with High Pitch here. I'm not sure if you want to clarify that, Erik.
Oh,
Gonzo.
Gonzo.
yeah, he was trying to text me yesterday. He wants me to unblock him on Twitter. I said, no, I'm not ready yet.
Why did you block Gonzo?
Because sometimes he can be a pain in the ass.
Oh, really? I don't think so. I really liked Gonzo, and he kind of rejected me. I'll never forget this. A week after we were together, Gonzo went on the Joey Boots show, and a girl was sitting on his lap right after we were together. And I was just so horrible for me, and I was really sad after that
That is
happened.
rough.
Now, what makes a smaller penis better?
Just less invasive. I'm in my office right now, but just less invasive and less like painful. So yeah, I mean it's just more comfortable.
So more comfortable.
Does that
than talking about
surprise you?
talking about penises in your office, then. Definitely more comfortable than
How
that.
many people do you have in your office?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people.
Like, what do you do?
So I work in finance. We sell commodities. I have something here I could show you.
What's a commodity?
So what we focus on here is like gold and silver. So this is a kilogram of silver. It's really beautiful. Can you see it?
It says fine mint. Like,
Yeah.
what is
Yeah,
that?
fine mint. It comes from the mint. So it's 1 kilogram, 0.999 fine silver. So people that are conservative people, like a lot of Trump supporters and people that are just conservative financially
Is that a chocolate
right now.
I thought it was perfume.
Yeah, I like perfume too, but we don't sell that. So people that are conservative financially, a lot of times they get worried about being in a volatile stock market as it's crashing. A lot of the top analysts are predicting a recession coming soon. So people are getting out of the market and into precious metals, real estate, land, fine art, anything that's solid, anything that you could hold in your hand, Erik. Imagine this. Imagine something that you could hold in your hand as an investment, as opposed to something that could just disappear with the click of a button, like
You
know
don't even
your
have
stocks.
to, but you don't even have to sell it that much, though. I mean, because like literally the people that you're
Exactly,
selling it to are
exactly.
just like, listen, it's gonna all end
Yep.
real soon. We got my bunker. I got all my cans of beans.
Hey,
I got
listen.
all my cans of beans, and we need to buy the silver and gold now. It's mostly silver right now.
Elisa.
That's exactly what our client is like. You nailed it. Yeah.
Thank
What
you.
was that, Pete?
Elisa, how much is the bar of gold?
Okay, so right now it's hovering around 2,000, but in the next 6 to 9 months, what Jim Rickards is predicting is anywhere up to 15,000. So if you invested in something right now that's around 2,000, and within the year it goes to 15,000, imagine how happy you would be, Pete.
That's a nice
You'd be
move.
thrilled.
That's a
You'd
good
be so
sales-
nice
that's a
investment.
good
happy.
sales pitch.
If I had $2,000, I'd probably pay my rent.
Nice,
Hey,
nice
Elisa.
little increase.
Elisa,
Exactly.
can you hire me to work for you?
You would be so great here, Erik. The only thing you have to do with this kind of job is you have to be really great, on the phone with people. People love you. You're a famous person. People recognize your voice. You would be great here.
So why can I work from home?
So it's really fun being on a team. Like I have a team that I work with here. We before COVID, we used to be with 300 people, on the trading floor, and that was super fun. It was so exciting and just busy and just constant fun, really.
Oh, yeah.
But it got smaller because of COVID. But yeah, I mean, it's fun to work on a team with other people. I really like being around people. I was working at home at the height of COVID, but I don't prefer that. But the nice thing about working from home for the couple months that I was before my dog Kermit died.
Yeah.
The last 2 months of her life, she was sitting on my lap as I was making calls. So I got to spend her last moments with her because I was working from home. So I looked at that as a big blessing. Yeah.
So I mean, I'll work from home if you want. That can help you out.
We would want you here, Eric.
Oh, it's okay.
You're too much fun to keep at home.
So you want to fly me to LA? I'll work for you.
I come out there.
You're coming to LA anyway.
I come out
to
there.
see.
Oh, here's a good question. Do you date anyone on your team?
Good
Oh, that's a great question.
Good question.
Okay, so no, I'm firmly against that, firmly. Oh shoot. Yeah, I'm not for that.
Yeah.
I've done it before and it never works in my favor. And just the way, I see myself in this job maybe for the next 10 years. So because of that, I just really want to date at the gym. I go to LA Fitness, and actually that's been great for my dating life. I take a Zumba class, and these guys, they are dancing and they're really nice, and so I strictly date through that class.
There you go.
Do
Like
you
you're
like
going away from
Permanent
people that are
friends.
working on
Elisa-
working on their finances. No. I want people to work on their body. I'm done letting people I need them to be addicted to the gym.
Hey, Elisa,
Yeah. Yes.
do you like muscle heads?
Muscleheads.
Do you like muscle heads?
Typically, no. I like lanky usually, but I'm trying to widen my options. So recently, a guy at the gym came up to me that was very muscly, and he's not my typical type. But I'm gonna give him a chance. In fact, I'm seeing him tonight at my Zumba class, and I don't know how to even handle someone like that. I've never really dated anyone like that, so. We'll see, Pete. I'll let you know how it goes.
Any height requirement?
No, not really. I don't care about that. I don't care about really heights or anything like that. Really. I mean, I have a physical type that I go
one of the
for.
seven dwarfs?
Yeah.
Yes, I would. They're
all
so
Jack
cute.
now. It's
I
gonna
like
be a
people that
Jack,
are
seven
cute,
dwarves,
that are
just-
funny.
It's
Hey,
I like anybody. I like cartoons and Muppets.
If you had
and things.
if you had to
Yeah.
choose any one of the seven dwarfs, which one would it be?
Hey, there's sleepy, dopey, grumpy. Not them. Bashful. Maybe bashful. Is that a dwarf?
that is a
He
dwarf.
is a dwarf.
Yeah, bashful. I love someone that's bashful and humble and vulnerable. So when someone's really vulnerable with me, I love that. It's the best quality.
I don't think Bashful ever talked in
That's cool.
Snow White, right?
Yeah, he needs, somebody
do
quiet.
you like men that don't
exactly.
speak?
Yeah, perfect.
That's what Lisa's saying over here. It's like, oh yeah, no. Most of my ex-lovers talked way too much.
Mine too.
I need a
They can make a
humble,
cup of coffee
quiet
nervous.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the dwarf
You guys like that too? You
variety.
like somebody quiet and humble?
I've never met one.
Are you all single? All you guys?
That's fine.
I am not single.
Yeah.
You're not single, so you're Mark, right?
I am.
So you're not single. I'm gonna write that down.
Alrighty.
What about Nick?
I don't know.
No, like you're
I
like
don't
one of
know.
those half relationships.
Eh,
Oh my God.
it's
Yeah.
complicated.
Is she watching right now?
Let's
Because if
put it
she's
that
watching,
way.
she's gonna be really upset.
I know.
Well, that's
yeah.
that's why I'm saying it's complicated.
Just say you're taken. Just say you're taken.
Yeah, we'll just
and
say
Eric,
we're
what about
taken.
you?
There we go.
Yeah, I'm single.
You're single?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
better.
Pete?
I'm single too. I mean, I'm definitely.
All right, you're single. There's a lot of single guys out there. I
Now,
guess.
know.
would you date Peter
crazy.
Dinklage?
Yeah,
Is he a midget? That guy?
I mean, he's a dwarf, but yeah, I'd date Peter Dinklage. That guy's awesome.
He was in Game of Thrones. And,
no, I know who it is. I think I would have to meet him. Like, I really have to know. I don't know much about him. I just know what he looks like. That's it. That's not really enough for me. Usually, I've never dated a midget before. I mean, I've dated a lot of people, but not a midget.
how about a giant like Andre? God rest his soul.
Andre the Giant?
Yeah.
Too big.
Yeah.
Too big, yeah.
Now, out of everyone at the table, who would you go on a date with?
Out of everyone on the table.
That's a hard question.
That is really hard. I would have to think harder and get to know you guys a little better. I mean, you all are pretty nice. I'm very stumped. I just don't know you all
Next
well
question.
enough to decide that. Yeah, I don't know.
Let her get to know us better, and then we'll circle back to it.
I mean, who's your type here?
Like physically?
Physically, mentally, emotionally?
Are there any producers available?
Maybe.
Well,
I mean, on what level of production? I mean, like I had this open mic in my backyard.
In the back of the camera.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are awesome.
Do you like Coca-Cola? Because we have a lot of it. We'll mail you one.
Yes, I'll take anything. So you guys are. So how do you know each other? Like, are you all friends?
We don't.
I have no idea why I'm here right now. Actually,
Is this your
today.
first time meeting?
This is my first time meeting. Eric's not. I mean, like, yeah, no, I've definitely never met you before.
Now, let me ask you a question. What do you mean you come from under a rock?
I mean, I've lived under a rock. There's a bunch of things about this world I do not know.
What? You mean you lived under a rock?
I have unfortunate news to let you know that this is the first time I've actually known of your existence, Eric. I'm sorry.
No, but
Today was the I met.
What? You really lived under a rock?
No, I did not actually live under a rock. I lived adjacent to a lot of rocks. But like,
We're not under one.
So Mark, you never heard of Eric before this podcast?
I did not. No,
Have you ever heard the Howard Stern show before this?
I've heard some of the Howard Stern show, but I didn't actually watch that much of it. Yeah, no, I have.
Wow.
I have no idea.
Are you
why
a
I'm here.
comedian?
Speaking of
you
living
call
under a
that.
rock, right?
Wait, what did you say?
If you could call it that, yeah. No, I do some comedy.
So you're a comedian and you're just really not familiar with Howard Stern. That's so unusual.
Yeah, no, I grew up listening to the Z100 Morning Zoo. That's what I listened to
really?
instead. Yeah. That was the family car we had. My mom had a lot of children.
Have you been homeless?
How many times?
You want to say hi?
I've been homeless.
My boss is
at least
approaching.
4
Be
times,
nice,
5
you
times.
guys.
Absolutely. We're just talking about me
look at
being
my boss.
homeless. How are you
You guys
doing,
like
sir?
him?
What's his name?
His name?
What's
His name is
going on,
Alan.
man?
Wait, what's his name?
He's a hypnotist. He's a very famous hypnotist.
Don't fire
And he can
her, all right?
hypnothize you. He can hypnotize all of you.
So wait, your boss at your job where you sell silver is an ex-hypnotist.
Yeah, no, he does it. He does it for a hobby.
He does
So
this
how
for
He's from the
about
Howard
for
Stern
my-
show.
how
He's
about
from
for
the
my
Howard
next-
Stern show, and these are two comedians. You could be on their thing too if you want.
How about for my next
Do you want to hypnotize him?
No.
Yeah. No? Okay.
How about for my
I've never
next
done it
show?
over Zoom, guess
How
it,
about
yeah.
for my next show? He can hypnotize me.
Yeah, he would love to. I'll tell him.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a great show. It's very professional.
I don't think he
I'll
can.
tell you about it. It's a very professional show.
I
We have
don't.
producers and writers.
We got all sorts of things here.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
I
talk
don't
to him
think-
about his opinion of penis size. Too.
I don't
I
think-
mean,
All right. All right. He said yes. So if you want him for your next show, he'll hypnotize all of you.
I don't think he can hypnotize me. It's going to be
Have
so
you ever
hard.
Have you ever tried?
I've
I
never
tried,
actually
but
tried.
it never works.
Oh, really? I bet it'll work. Oh, who did Scott Schmerin? Is that the one who tried with you?
Scott Schmerin, yeah.
No, he never tried with me before.
Oh, he did it with me a long time ago, but I don't remember why. But Alan did it with me, and it was great. And my business went through the roof after he hypnotized me. He is so
Can
talented.
he do it with you right now on Zoom? Can we watch?
It'll be boring
wanna
like
see this.
that way, you know. It's just quietness. But I think you would enjoy having a session. Like he'll make you go into your past lives.
No, I want to see this. We want to see this.
You want to see it? All right,
Yeah.
not now, you guys. He's working.
No.
I mean, this is bad enough that I'm
If
doing
you
a
were-
podcast
listen,
in the middle of
if you-
work.
Yeah, he definitely didn't look. He was like, what are you doing right now? Are you a podcast with high pitch Eric and 2 comedians from
Listen,
Jersey?
if
Like-
No, yeah.
If he came into your office,
And
he's not
Medicated
working. We want to see him try to hypnotize you right now.
No way, Eric. I'm not bothering him. He's busy. He's a very busy guy.
No, he's not. That
Another
was-
time. Yes, he is. He's busy. I can't.
He's
You're
the
lucky you even
boss.
got
He's
what you
got
got
so much
from him.
time on his hands.
Yeah.
You guys are the best.
Come on. Look,
I love the show, by the way. This is my favorite podcast. This is my
Can you
favorite.
hypnotize
Besides
you to
my
go on a
own.
date with me?
You know, if you guys come and visit, I will go on a date with you, but only if you come here. I
So
can't
all
go to
of
you.
us, you to go on a date with anyone.
Yeah,
of us
yeah,
as
it'll be
long
a
as we get
group
over
date.
there.
It'll be a group outing, and I'll bring
It's
the
a group date?
hypnotist with
Okay.
me.
Oh, you bring the hypnotist? Okay, that's a weird
Yeah,
group, but all
hypnotize
right.
you all. You'll fall asleep.
So, Lisa, what are you? Do you plan to come to New York?
Yeah, when they coming out here?
Maybe. So I'm
no
pretty busy
reason to.
here. Our business right now is so good, so I don't want to take any long trips right now. But I do like to visit Benji and Chicken the dog. So I love New York. You know, I lived there for like 15 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might come visit. No plans of it soon, but I like New York, and obviously there's great people there.
Well, the weather is nice. The weather's nice now. You can wear a bikini to a rooftop bar with us.
You know what, Eric? I wish I could still wear one. I can't. It's
Well,
past
tell us
that time for me.
No,
It's a one piecer.
No,
No
it's
mas,
not.
that's it?
No,
It's very
not.
sad. It's
Oh,
very sad.
man.
Hey, I'm on with High Pitch Eric and his show. Yeah, it's a really cool show.
Stop. You're so gorgeous.
Thank you. You guys are so nice. I
can't
need to be
wear-
on the show every day.
You can't wear a bikini anymore, that's it?
No, not anymore. I'm like past that time. I'm just like
man.
one piece cover up.
All right.
If you
That
can't wear a
kinda thing.
bikini,
Yeah,
then I
I'm-
can't
I'm
wear a
different.
bikini. Nick can't wear a bikini.
Yeah. No, I remember when for Miss Howard TV,
Yeah.
they asked me to wear one, and I was like so miserable doing that, and I starved myself for a whole month. Like I only ate cucumbers and celery, and I lost so much weight, and I was just so like frail in there, and I was standing. I couldn't even stand up, and I just hated that. So no bikinis for me, just one pieces.
Yeah, well.
Now, let me ask you a
Is
question.
that a problem, Pete?
No, not at all, not at all.
Okay, good.
Now, let me ask you a question. Let's say out of the blue, Benji calls you and says, "Hey, Lisa, I broke up with my girlfriend. I want to come back out with you." What would you say?
I'd say yes.
Well,
I'd say yes.
well-
I'd beg him to get back with me. He's the best. Benji's the nicest person. If you had lunch with him, if you had dinner with him, if you guys all
I
went,
like Benji, actually.
yeah, everyone loves him.
Benji's a good
Yeah.
guy. So,
He's really nice. He's
Yeah.
not like a bullying type, you know, like there's a type of comedian that I don't like that's like a bullying,
Yeah.
like making fun of people.
good
I
guy.
can't stand that. He's like the opposite of that. He is so sweet. He just wants everybody to have a good time.
he's
That's
got
the
a
type
good
of humor I like.
personality. He's got a good personality, actually. He's, you know,
Yeah, so do you, Pete, by the way. You guys all do too. You guys are
thank you.
wonderful, and you know, I just really admire you all. Eric, I admire you for putting this together. I know it takes like a lot of people to do something like this, and I know how hard it is, and I know you just started, and it's just amazing. You're gonna go so far with this. I promise you.
I'm gonna have
That'll
to
be
get.
nice.
I'm gonna have to get your phone number after the show.
Yeah, call me
That'll be
anytime.
nice.
Lisa,
Yeah.
what did you think of my big kiss with Benji when we did it?
I loved it. I loved it. I just love it. I love seeing people happy, and when you made out with Benji, I loved it. It was great, and I liked when he jerked those two guys off. Remember that?
No,
I think it was like Sal and Richard.
no.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, he does like a lot of stuff like that, just to to be funny. Yeah, I love that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I
I
love
remember having, like-
Howard Stern show. Everything
blew
they
on
do
my
on there.
penis, too,
It's
so-
hilarious.
Benji.
Who said that? Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh, did you enjoy it?
It was interesting, yeah.
Pete, you're straight, right? You're straight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you like? What's it like dating you?
It's pretty interesting. It's.
Yeah. Are you a good date?
I would think so. I would hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I've
So
been
you're
on-
like,
I
you
haven't
hold the
been on
door
one.
open.
I haven't been on one in a long time, so it's been a while, but
You know,
people
are intimidated.
I know.
I think to make the
Well,
first move. So
COVID-
you always have to make that first move, Pete.
Yeah, right. The
Yeah, make sure you do that.
COVID thing kind of screwed everything up, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
so-
COVID helped me for some reason with that. Like, people were reaching out to me. I think they got like very lonely, and people were reaching out to me from my past. So I had better luck during COVID. Now I just started to go to this gym, and that's helped a little bit. People are back, and yeah. I mean, do you go to a gym, Pete, at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Okay, good. Yeah, like there, you just have to approach people.
I'm there. Yeah.
Just be humble and
Yeah.
just show them who you are, because you're a really great guy. Women will love you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Do you have any?
welcome.
Do you
I
have
think
any?
so.
Do you have any tips for the single guys here?
Yeah, just let's see. Definitely. I mean, I listen to a lot of dating podcasts,
Yeah.
And I just had Marnie, the wing girl, on my show, and she teaches men how to pick up women, and she's really good at it. And pretty much, you don't come with a desperation at all, right?
Yeah.
You have to be willing to let the person go. You can't hold on to anybody or act desperate or over text or over call, but just let the person know that you're interested. Try to show them who you
I
are.
shouldn't
Don't
go
try
up
to be
to a
too
woman.
cool.
I shouldn't go up to a woman, grab her, and be like, "I need you, and you can't leave me right now. I can't let you go because if you leave, everything I know is wrong."
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Exactly. And
I'll
you
stop
choose
doing that.
somebody, and choose somebody for the right reasons. You choose somebody that you think is kind, and try not to go for somebody. Thank you. Try not to go for people for the wrong reasons. Try to go for somebody because they're kind to you. Choose the person that's the best to you. That's the choice. Not the most beautiful person, not the most wealthy or successful person, not the famous person. Someone that'll be good to you.
So nothing
That's
like
the
my
right
mother.
choice.
Got you. Okay.
How many
Yes,
dates?
thank you.
How many dates before the sex?
So
That's a good question.
Oh, that depends. I can see
I
it on her
learned from my
face.
mistakes, as long as possible, Pete. You just wait as long as possible and have her hit on you. Do not try to have sex ever with any woman.
No.
Have them want you. That's how you get it. You have to be, in that regard, you have to pull back. Pull back. Don't go forward. Because when you pull back, they'll come forward naturally. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? So when you go forward, people run away, right? When you chase something, you're chasing it away from you. But when you lean back and you allow people to come to you, that's how you're going to get the woman.
Right.
But it's a very delicate thing.
party, just sit in
You
the
guys can call
corner
me
and
about
wait,
this if
and
you
they'll
want to
come
talk
up to
off here. But it's a very delicate thing. She has to know you're interested, but also you have to also pull back and give her the room to come to you.
Yeah. That's a good advice.
Now, Lisa, are you like a boss where you work?
No, I wish. I wish. No, I'm not.
Let's say, can you order someone around? Say, get me a cup of coffee, get me this and that.
Yeah, I mean, my colleague, my really nice colleague Frank, just got me this juice.
Nice.
Isn't that nice?
What
He's
kind
so
of-
sweet.
What kind of juice is it?
It's coconut and carrot, kale,
Nice.
mango, spirulina,
That's like
Flaxseed?
check that drink probably.
chia seed. He's so nice. Oh my gosh, he is so nice to me.
Nice.
I lucked out.
Awesome.
See, if I worked for you, I would get you coffee every morning.
You would? All right, maybe you can work here. He says he'll get me coffee every morning. That's so nice.
Hey.
Gosh, I love the show.
Man, how about
Who's
that?
going to be the next guest? Who's on next week?
You'll be my
Me?
You'll be my guest every week.
Oh boy, I would love that. I'd be your co-host.
Your boss might get a little annoyed eventually, but yeah.
Oh yeah, it can't be now though. It has to be on the weekend. It has to be on like. Do you always do it on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Do you think
That won't work.
Do you think it's bad to start jerking off in front of her to turn her on?
So you got to wait until she asks you to do that. That is just too presumptuous, Eric.
Okay.
Eric, I hope you're not doing that.
So don't start the
I
blind
hope.
date with that. Got it. Okay.
No, Eric, please tell me. I'm begging you. Tell me you're not doing that to your dates.
No, I'm not.
Okay,
No.
good. Don't do that. That's the thing not to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't do that. I mean, it's a good thought. It's a nice thought.
Yeah.
And I can tell you're trying. It's nice to see effort, but that's just like too much effort.
Even
That's
if she
going
asks,
too
I
far.
refuse. Just
You
no.
know,
Nothing like that. In fact, a secret that I think will work for all of you is
Yeah.
don't even bring that up. Don't even bring anything like that up.
I think that's a good
Because then
idea.
she's in the position where she has to bring it up, and then you pretend like you don't even want it even then.
Well,
So-
I'm trying to set the mood. That's why.
Yeah, no, I know. But can you set the mood by
you
like
set the
buying a
mood?
nice dinner?
Yeah.
Or flowers sets the mood in a much nicer way than that. Do you ever buy flowers for people?
Flowers
No.
or chocolate?
Flowers.
Flowers or
Eric,
chocolate?
Eric, I know you had a crush on Donnie Wahlberg. Did you ever send him flowers?
No.
I love.
Hey, how about footsies under the table?
That's a little better.
That's a little bit better. I love that
It's
you
a
were
little
like,
better.
I love that you
dinner,
heard like the
yeah.
jerking off thing, and you're like, oh, just say what you call it. Like, how about if I jerk off in front of her? It's like, what if instead of jerking off in front of her, you get her some flowers?
There you go.
Maybe,
I think it's a better choice.
maybe
It's
go a
always
different direction
about-
completely.
Mark, it's always about choosing the best choice for the
Oh, yeah,
situation.
absolutely.
I think flowers or a nice dinner is the best choice. The other choice, not the best choice.
Have you ever had sex on the first date?
Yes.
And how was
And you know the guy.
Oh,
How was it?
how did that go?
It was good. Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was
Nice.
good. It was a sad story, though.
Oh,
I learned
man.
my lesson from that. You know,
You won't get into it. Yeah.
Well,
it's
what,
yeah, it was a bad lesson to learn, but it did happen.
what was the guy's name that you had this sex with?
Gonzo. His name was Gonzo.
Do you still talk to him?
Yeah, I still talk to him, but we're just like friends now.
Any regrets?
His choice.
Any
Okay.
regrets?
Never mind.
What?
Any regrets?
Yeah, a lot of regrets. So many. I overreacted to like everything he did because I liked him too much.
Yeah.
And so when I heard him on Joey Boots' podcast and the girl was there, I just freaked out. And I should not have showed him how upset I was by that. I called him and I just overcalled. I overtexted.
Yeah, that's not
I
good.
I got really upset and jealous, and nobody likes that.
You got to send
So
one text and wait. One text and wait. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, is that your rule?
texting
That's
thing.
That's a good rule. I don't think that's a bad rule.
Hey,
I
No,
think
because
it's a good one.
if I don't, I'll just sit there and I'll just take. But like I mean like
Yeah,
what? No,
'cause that's
like,
very
just, like,
needy, Mark.
Elisa,
That's
The
Yeah.
texting thing. How?
I try to
how-
keep that
how
under the
often-
surface. Let that break out in like year 2.
yeah.
how often
So I
should you
used to
not
overtext.
text? Yeah.
So I used to be an overtexter, Pete, as well. It's really tough to measure it out. I always think you should say less than the other person.
Yeah.
So like, don't text like paragraphs and paragraphs to her. If you're interested in someone, it's just overwhelming.
Yeah.
Just a simple short text, I think, is best, or like a video or
Nobody
something
wants
that
to
she would
text
like
all
or
day.
comment on or be
Yeah.
interested in.
Yeah.
If she likes animals, like a picture of a cute dog, like
Oh, yeah.
that's cool.
That sounds cool.
Just that's easy to do.
Yeah.
Something in the news she might be interested in.
something in what?
Like in the news, like maybe she's a fan of
Not the nude.
somebody. And maybe
That's
she's-
what I thought you
and-
said. I'm,
Go back to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
jerking
yeah,
off thing. Now we're bringing the jerking off in front of her now.
Yeah.
You know.
No, never like a picture like that. Never, never. And I can't believe that any man would still do that,
I don't understand.
because it's I thought it was widely known that women do not like pictures like that, but it's still happening. That's
And it's-
that's. I don't know
guess
one
not.
woman
I
that
guess-
likes
I
that.
guess
I
I
don't know anyone.
I've never gotten a dick pic in my life.
I guess it
Good.
is. So.
Unsolicited, of course. I've asked for a few and I've gotten those. But I'm, if anything, I haven't had like, because like I know that for women, most of the time it's like you get 12 every hour.
No, I don't get them as much anymore. I mean, they go in my spam a lot, so I don't even see them. but whenever I get one, I'm just shocked that the person would send me that. It's like, send me flowers, send me a gift. Don't send me that. That's not a gift.
Work up to the dick pic. Flowers first every time.
Now, Elisa, do you think sexting is okay to spice it up?
Wait, after you're married to the person, after you're in a committed relationship, then that's a good time.
Uh,
But before that, I mean, I talk to a lot of women. I'm friends with women.
yeah.
I interview women all the time. No one has said, "Oh, I wish a guy sent me more dick pics." No one has said that.
That is gold right there.
Yeah,
that is
good.
fantastic.
Elisa, any hot girls where you work?
Yes, yes, very.
Can we see them?
I don't know if she'd want to. I don't know.
All right, the hell with it. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, especially after you just said.
I'm looking. I don't know if she's interested. I don't know. Should I ask her?
Yeah.
No.
No,
She wants to come and
we
say
don't
hi.
care.
Elisa, have
we,
you
we
seen...
lost interest. She's too shy for us.
Do I say hi to my friends, Alexis? Just no. I knew it. I knew she won't want to. All right, it's okay. It's okay. I knew I shouldn't
I
ask.
don't like Alexis.
Yeah.
anyway.
Sorry. All right.
Now,
She said no.
You
do
wasn't
you,
having any part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
have you ever sent a titty pic when you were younger?
Have I what?
Sent a titty pic.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Definitely.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm past that, Eric. I'm on another level now. I'm a serious financial person. I can't
Yeah.
be sending around that. I can't. I
Yeah,
just can't.
that's-
A lot of things I'm doing.
Send me a
It'll-
picture of your silver and
it'll-
gold.
it'll
Nothing.
definitely- it'll definitely,
Exactly. I
get
sent
back
pictures
to
of that.
you,
Yeah. I can't. I mean, a lot of things I
Yeah.
find funny and that are enjoyable to me that could be cute or hilarious. Like I
Yeah.
can't do. I'm just trying to grow up a little bit, and that's supposed to happen eventually.
Yeah.
And we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Do you still do it? I mean,
Yeah,
what do you?
well.
Are you sending around?
Maybe.
What are you doing? Are you sending?
I'm not
Sending
send-
one right now. So.
I'm not sending anything.
You're not. Okay, so you're innocent like me. Okay, good.
You did a vagina pic too?
No, ew.
No.
That doesn't even. That's not even presentable. I mean, I've never seen a good one of those. Or, I mean,
Well, that just means you
That's just
probably
too
don't
much.
like vaginas.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I've seen
I
plenty
like
of good
them.
pictures. I've seen plenty of good
I
pictures.
like
of
them. I'm fine with them. I just don't think they photograph well.
It's just a
They
little.
photograph just fine.
It's just a little bush, or are you shaved? Is it,
B.
Yeah.
is it shaved?
All right. Nah,
She learned from the dick pic conversation to not say that one out loud.
At what age did you stop all the fun stuff like that?
Probably like, so when so I used to do it a lot at like 22, 23. Like those were my years. And also high school. I don't even think I had texting in high school. Was there texting back then?
Man,
no,
trying to
not
think.
really.
Hey, can you tell that guy to stop walking behind you? It's unprofessional.
So when I was in high school, I'm so glad there was like no Instagram because I would have been, like that on there. And there was nothing like that. There was just like AOL Instant Messenger. So
Yeah.
that's where I got into my trouble.
Nothing else.
That's where I was flirting with people
Yeah.
from my family's computer. I was flirting with people like crazy on AOL Instant Messenger. In fact, my screen name was like a really bad screen name. I can't even repeat it.
Now,
Yeah.
how did you turn men on now that you're mature?
I don't. I just I have a very simple life now. I simplified my life. I'm a minimalist.
Yeah.
I just have a very structured life, which I think is best for me. I know this is boring. I'm sorry.
Nah, cool.
But I just structured my life in a way. I go to work, and then I go to the gym, and then I go home, I hang out with my dog, and then I have my podcast. Like that's it, pretty much. I took away everything else, and I'm very structured now, and it just changed. I just grew up a little, and I changed, and I still go on people's shows. Like I'm on your show. I went on Heather McDonald. I go on this Drew and Mike radio show. Yeah, I do fun things like that, but really my life centers around like my job here and my podcast.
Then how do you keep men interested?
I don't. They're not.
Do you think you dated Gonzo because you were on Stern or because you were with Benji?
So Gonzo, I just thought he was so brilliant.
She's got an
he
obsession
really
with
is.
the guy, clearly.
What'd you say, Nick? What'd you
She
say?
got an obsession with him, clearly, it sounds
I can't hear Nick's mic,
Yeah,
but
what's going on?
Yeah, Nick sounds kind of like God.
I sound like, yeah, really, what's going on?
Nick is like,
I can't hear
Every
Nick.
time I try saying something.
But I'll tell you what I think about Gonzo. So Gonzo
Yeah.
is so quick. He's so witty. I put him at the top of like comedy writers and comedians. He just has so much talent, and I am attracted to people that are very talented. And people always like question that, but I just can't help it. I mean, maybe I should take my own advice, which is go out with who treats you the best. That's my advice to you guys.
There you go.
Yeah.
He didn't treat me the best, but he's still pretty. He's a good friend.
Now,
Hey,
what about women? Have you ever been with one?
yeah.
Let me think about that. Let me think about if I want to answer that in my current location.
That's definitely a yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So when are you guys coming on my show?
How about women? Wait, when are you doing your show?
Sunday at 11. So Sunday
Yeah.
at 2 p.m. your time, and it's similar to this.
What's the name of your show?
Kermit and Friends.
Where?
It's on YouTube. You could look it up. It's on kermitandfriends.com, and we're on every Sunday.
Can I go on camera with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna get you a cell phone from the guys behind the scenes.
What was that?
I'll get your cell phone after the show.
Okay, yeah. I'd love to have you on. I would name the episode after you, and we'll do a special show, and people can call in with questions. I take call-ins,
Nice.
and I'm sure a lot of people would like to talk to you guys.
Now let me ask you a question. How come our show can't do call-ins? Can we?
Because it's not live. Because your show's not live. That's why. Yeah, my show's a live show.
Now, have you ever tried a threesome?
Yeah, I don't like that. I was just advising someone to not do that. It's like someone is always jealous. It
Yeah.
never works out. I just know you guys. I mean, I hope you're not thinking of doing that, are you?
How about when I come to California, me and you will have a threesome?
Hey,
You know, I'm just really tired these days, Eric. I'm exhausted.
That's
I
what
work.
I've-
I wake up at like 5.
Listen, I'll get you caffeine pills. You'll be wide awake.
People who wake up at 5 a.m. don't
Yeah.
do threesomes.
yeah.
I mean,
No.
that is a good offer with the pills.
Have
but,
you ever get poked in the wrong hole?
I think everyone has.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Not recently.
Yeah.
Where's the guy who's going ooh's title of position at your job?
What was your last? Eric? What was your last experience like that?
Well,
I gotta think of this.
actually, you know something? I drove to Florida, and there's a woman. She's a cum queen. Debbie the cum lady. Have you ever heard of her?
Yes, I think I have.
And she had a fascination of blowing me, and she loves cum for protein.
She loves it. What does she
Yes.
love about it?
She loves sucking cum
Apparently
for
the protein.
the protein. So I drove to Florida to get a blowjob from her for 3 days.
For 3 days straight?
Yeah,
Same blowjob?
the same blowjob. She got a
Was this-
hotel. She got a hotel in the marina.
Was it a nice hotel?
It was a crappy hotel.
Oh no, I don't like that part.
But she's coming to New York in
Yeah.
October.
You're gonna try that again?
Yes.
But it was a complete failure. Why would you try that again?
Well, I want to make her happy.
Oh, so you really like her?
Yeah. Now, are you a spitter or a swallower?
Neither. I don't really. It would be such an unbelievable forecasting of events to get me into that situation. It would have to be like, I can't even imagine it. At this point, I can't even imagine it. Sorry, Eric.
Yeah.
I could go to lunch with you. Is that okay?
That sounds good. That sounds cool.
How about a nice romantic dinner?
What?
Yeah.
How about a nice romantic dinner?
Yeah. No, I would go to dinner with you. What kind of food do you like?
I love Japanese food.
Oh, yeah? Japanese food? Okay. We have some places here like that. And is Meat Truck Mike coming?
Yeah, well, he's a California.
Yeah. Cool. We can have a little party. We can have Gonzo
Now,
and
I
all
have
your
a question.
friends.
Would you pay for dinner? Would you put it on your company?
You know what? I could see what I can do. That is possible. It is very possible, especially if it's a party and it's fun and we can invite people. Yeah, that would be fun.
Invite your whole company and the boss will
Yeah,
put it
they
on
would
the
like
bill.
it. They would definitely like it. A lot of my company watches like my podcast and they
And you can send a black.
they're into it.
You can send a black Uber car for me too.
Yeah, one of those. I had a Lincoln Navigator the other day, a big one, like bring me to a family event, and it was just so fun. I love
Nice.
that. I love that kind of thing, and that you have the driver wait for you outside the whole time. It's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever had sex in the car?
Yeah,
Now, have you?
definitely. You know what?
How
Maybe
was
there
that?
were cell phones back then because I remember when I did that,
Oh.
my phone was on and
you
it was
caught
calling
ring.
my parents.
Oh no.
Yeah, and they heard. Yep.
They heard?
Yep.
Oh,
That really set me up poorly for my life, very badly.
Yeah.
that's how you got on Howard Stern, actually. You know.
Yeah, no, they canceled actually. They canceled DirecTV because of Howard Stern because I was on it. Like they liked DirecTV, like Howard Stern TV. They liked it before I got on it. Then I got on the show, and then they canceled it.
Now, Lisa, just to tell you how excited Eric is to get your cell phone number, he's texting me behind the scenes right now.
Ah, that's so cool. I love that. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah,
I'm
Anthony,
I'm
send me
thrilled.
her-
If
send
any of
me-
you want my number, you can have it.
Anthony,
I
send
think
me
this
her
is
number.
I will. I'll get on it. Absolutely.
this is going to be the next big podcast. Hear it from me. This is going to be the next big podcast, the High Pitch Erik Show. I believe that. I've watched a lot of podcasts. I've been on a lot of podcasts. This is great. I could see just the future for this. I'm so excited for you guys.
Elisa, thank you. That means a lot. Now, let me ask you a
You're
question.
welcome.
How much longer can you stay on? Do you have to do real
Well,
work?
I would like to go eventually, you guys, because I'm at work. But, it's been so fun. I would come back anytime they invite me. And I hope you come on Kermit and Friends. I know my fans from that show would love to have you.
But listen, keep it a surprise. I'll come on Sunday. Keep it a surprise. And I'll go on camera with you.
All right, sounds good.
Now, have you ever been a sugar baby for an older guy?
I wish. I've always wanted to be that, but that's harder than you think. You think that just is easy to get. It's not.
Well, now you're
It's
working
not
in
easy to get.
finance, so like the what you call it,
Yeah.
the gap. You have to have a certain gap before you have a sugar
Yeah,
daddy.
I hate that I couldn't figure that out because so
Well-
many people have figured that out. It's impossible because you want like a good looking one, you know.
Well,
you don't just want a bad
Oh
one.
no, then your standards are too high. Like if some,
Yeah, I
if
know
some,
they are, but yeah, no, I just appreciate like little things like Andy would once in a while try to pay for something, and he offered to buy me like a TV, like that was cute. Anything that a guy does, just showing any interest in helping or being gracious or anything like that, I appreciate. So I'm not looking for that much at this point.
Maybe gold bars can come out of their asses.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be great. Then I'd date that guy.
Hey, I can be your sugar daddy.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you do for work, Pete? Oh, you're probably on Cameo, right?
I got cameo coming in.
I'm on Cameo too.
Yeah, you guys are probably doing great on there.
Yes.
Good for you. Good for you. I'm so glad that's out there for people. And
Are you on Cameo
and
too?
I just bought a Cameo.
you on
I'm
Cameo
not
too?
on it. I'm scared nobody would get one from me. That's why I'm
Listen,
not
if
on
you
it.
were on Cameo, you would get so much. You want me to?
You think so?
You want to go on Cameo?
Well, the Cameo people asked me, but I was too embarrassed because I thought if I signed up and nobody ordered it, it'd be like humiliating.
No. Why don't you go on Cameo as
couple
Benji's ex-girlfriend?
You think somebody would order from that?
You got a
Yes.
couple
I
hits
think
on.
so.
Yeah.
Yes.
People will order from it.
Get some hits.
What about OnlyFans? Would you do one?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I would. I'm in there. I
Okay,
bought a
listen.
Cameo recently from Kermit the Frog.
You can make lots of money.
All right, we'll see. I'll try.
How about I text the guy from Cameo with you, and we'll get it done. You can make your own price.
They already texted me. I'm already on there. I just haven't made the video yet. You know, how you're supposed to make a video where you're introducing yourself, but
Yeah.
I'm just too embarrassed. I'm
Ah, just do it. You'll do fine.
all right.
I'm
Thank
a-
you. You guys are
hey,
so nice.
I'm a big shot. I'm a big shot there.
I know. No, I know you are. I'd be scared to even have my Cameo next to yours. I wouldn't want that.
God.
How much would you charge? How much would you charge?
$1.
$1.
No, you gotta up those
50
prices.
cents.
Oh, come on.
Start
No,
that.
I just have to get the guts, you guys. I'll do it.
You
I'll do it
got it.
eventually.
All right. Hey, on OnlyFans, how much would you charge to masturbate?
So I am jealous of those people.
Yeah.
Very. I mean, the girl that did Cash Me Outside just bought like a $6 million home with cash, and she made $50 million from OnlyFans. So
So how much is?
Sign me up for that.
So let me ask you a question. How much is your home worth where you live?
Erik, I would love to tell you that information. I'm so scared of people right now. People were really showing up, and especially now I'm, with Andy and everything, like he has another whole group. Like Stern fans are one thing, but then when you get into the whole group that Andy's attached to, it's like a whole other, like, do you ever get like kind of like haters or like trolls or anything like that? Do you get that?
Not really, but how do people?
That's what I thought. See, I get that, and people will show up.
But how do people know where you live?
So they could just look you. I don't want to tell you because I don't want to give any information out, but they can just pretty much look you up and find out immediately nowadays. Sorry to say, but so I just try to be careful and not give out any information like that. But Yeah, if somebody really wants to find you, they will. And yeah,
So why can't you call the police on these people that follow you?
I have. They were not helpful. I have many times. They were not helpful. I called 911. They weren't helpful. They said, I called 911. I called the local police department. I've called a lot, and they aren't quick. And
Listen,
they transfer
You want something? You want something real quick? Say that they're trying to rape you. They'll come real quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
I don't want to lie, but like I just want to say, get this person out of my building. I had to move. But the problem is, it's not really like strangers. It's people that are fans that you get to know, and then like they become obsessed. That's the people. So now I just try to stay kind of like away, like not as close as I used to. I don't give them as much access to me. So I have a Discord server. Do you have a Discord server?
I think so. Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. So I have a Discord server where anybody that writes to me on Instagram or Twitter or anywhere, I just say, go to my Discord server and make friends there. And I'm there once in a while. And then they have more access to me there, and it's safer. I feel safer that way than them like talking on the phone or something like that. Yeah. So I think Discord is a really good way to like keep your fans somewhere in one place where they can follow what you're doing. They can follow your podcast. You can say, this next podcast with Elisa Jordana is dropping next week. Here it is. And then, they're all there.
What's the weirdest message you've got?
Just like people asking me for like feet pictures, that kind of thing.
That's not a weird question. That's a money-making opportunity.
I have sent them before, by the way. I did send. I don't mind sending pictures of my feet. Yeah. Let me think about what else. It's like marriage proposals. I mean, nothing that crazy.
Nobody's. Yeah. I mean, like that for me. That's crazy. Yeah. Nobody's ever proposed to me through messages of any kind.
Yeah, I mean, I welcome the marriage proposals. I mean, I'm waiting for someone good to ask. But
just tell them, show me your dowry. You know.
Well, you can ask me.
It's 2022. I get the dowry.
You want to be married, Eric?
To you, yeah.
Why?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What would our life look like if we were married?
You would have a great life. We would live wherever you wanted to.
Really? You'd move to California?
I would. For you, yeah.
Wow. That's so nice.
I hate the cold weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really nice and warm here all the time, and it's beautiful, and it's great restaurants, and I know a lot of great people, and there's a lot of opportunity. I mean, you'd be in movies every day if you lived out here. You really would.
Let's get married.
I'll think about that. I have to put my other marriage on hold right now anyway. So I'll consider it.
How many rooms do you have where you live?
6.
What, 6 rooms?
Cool.
Yeah, because it's different here. It's a little cheaper here.
You'd be marrying up if you got in there, Eric.
Wait,
I'd be marrying up if I got in there. 6 rooms.
Wait,
I wasn't gonna put myself out there, but I don't know now.
So if I come out there, can I stay with you?
Well, I have to get to know you a little bit, Eric. I feel like we don't know each other well enough to for that. But let's have dinner. Let's have dinner.
Well, you're so rich.
You
She's
are
in
too.
finance.
You're doing great.
She's selling
you make
silver
6 figures,
and gold.
don't you?
And
you make six
I
figures.
have a small penis that you love. Listen,
That's true.
Listen, why don't you send me that thing that you're selling? I mean, you can always promote it on your show.
All right, yeah. Maybe there'll be a sponsor. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. How if people like it.
Yeah.
And you'll come on my show and we'll have fun. And yeah, we'll keep in touch and you'll come visit. That'll be great. We could do the podcast from here in person. That'd be really fun.
Can we
That'd be cool.
Can we do a Wackpacker bar to sell as merchandise?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure your producers can help you with that. They seem to really know like how to do stuff like this.
That'd be
I'm really
great.
impressed with that. Yeah, they could probably help you with that. I could help a little, but they could probably help you more.
The only podcast with merch that's $4,000.
Oh, really? Is the merch 4,000?
No, what I'm saying, if you got a bar of your silver or gold,
oh yeah, this gold.
and put
Well, this is like a
Wackpacker
couple
on it.
thousand. Yeah, this is a couple $1,000.
Yeah, exactly. Throw it down there.
It's heavy. This is heavy.
So why
this
do you,
is really heavy.
Can you send me one so I could so me and you can promote
I
one?
can maybe give you a
sample it.
coin when you come out here. I'll give you like a silver coin, and it's supposed to like triple very shortly. So that'll be good for you. And then we'll look at the other products. We have like 100,000 products. So
Can you
have your choice.
Can you engrave my logo on the bar?
Can I what?
Engrave my logo on the
Oh my
bar.
God, we need a high-pitch Eric coin. How do we
That'd
do
be
that?
good.
We need to do that
I mean-
Well,
immediately.
that's the business you're in.
Yeah.
Don't you have
We got to
engravers?
do a high-pitch Eric coin. I'll talk to the higher-ups here and see what we can do.
Yes. What about a medicated P coin too?
Exactly, a medicated
You
P
think that
coin,
would
a
sell?
Nick coin, a Mark coin,
You think that would sell,
a
though?
Elisa coin. Yes, I do.
You
Yeah,
do?
if you guys had that, yeah.
You think it would sell?
A Lisa coin, yeah.
Yeah, it
what?
would sell for some. It's at
How
least
about
worth.
a high pitch and a
You think it would
Lisa?
sell?
It would at least be worth the silver that it's in. You know, like at
How
least
about
that.
Yeah.
a high pitch gold coin? That would sell really good.
I love that idea. I love it. I actually love that idea. I'm going to talk to some people here about that, and I think it could really be something like the Wackpacker collection. You can have a Wackpacker collection of coins for everybody. You can have a Wendy coin,
How much
a
is
P
a
coin,
how much
Ham
is a
Hands
coin?
Bill coin.
How much is a gold coin?
This one. So this is a kilo. So this is like a couple thousand. Let me see. I'll tell you what it is today. Hold on. So for
Okay, it depends, yeah.
it depends. The market fluctuates. Hold on.
Yeah.
Today. So silver. So per ounce, if you buy 1 ounce, it's like $22. So you could sell that. You could sell that no problem. Yeah, we'll
Right.
talk. Gold is more expensive, but maybe you want a gold coin. It's up to you. We'll talk. Okay, after this. You can call me. You can have my cell.
I'll call you on the way home.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me, you guys. I really had
Oh,
fun.
No
Thank
problem.
you. Thank you for coming on. You were great, and we'll talk after the show.
All right, sounds good. Bye, guys. Have a great
Thank
day.
you,
All right,
Lisa.
thanks,
one.
Lisa.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Bye.
Yeah.
High pitch Eric is here,
This
everyone.
is Kelly Clark.
All right, come on, Kelly.
Go for it, Eric! There you go!
Cancel culture can suck a. It's the High Pitch Eric Show. Let's get the show started.